Hello, this is Barbara Russell, and I'm asking you a question. Are you tired of people who only talk about themselves? That gets old really fast. Well, I'm going to give you a real quick tip to have to do with them. But before you quickly say, oh, they're a narcissist or you don't like them at all, here's some things to consider that perhaps you haven't thought about. Well, first of all, these may be just kindly people who are just oblivious. They're going along, doing their own thing, talking, and frankly, they don't stop to think about it until you say, oops. So those people need to be interrupted. Secondly, maybe you're dealing with somebody who's never really been taught kind of that social graces or the listening and talking balance of, hey, you talk a little, I talk a little, you listen a little, I listen a little. Maybe they've never been taught that. And so you're going to have some understanding, but understand also you might be one of their teachers for that. And then thirdly, of course, you really could wind up with those people, they might be all about themselves. Maybe you would even put them in the narcissistic category. I hate to do that. But if that is the case, just remember underneath anybody who has true narcissistic tendencies, there is deep insecurity underneath, and they don't want that revealed at all. And so it will help you to understand. Doesn't mean that you put up with it, because those people are going to be redirected, see if that works, or maybe you just don't spend a lot of time with them. Maybe you learn to say, oops, sorry. It's a different way to say no. But here's the key. You have to train people how to treat you. It's just like you train your new puppy and you want to teach him to go outside. You reward him when he says, yes, he goes outside, yay, good dog, yay, yay. And when he doesn't, you say, no, 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 not good. And you say, you're doing the same thing. Of course, you're not going to use the same words because you're not dealing with puppies, you're dealing with people. But the concept is the same and the principle acts the same. You reward with positive reinforcement and encouragement. When you say, here's the sentence, here's the tip, that you say, I have a new rule. In every discussion, you have to ask me how I am doing. Whoa, again, depending on where they're coming from, this may come as a shock or a surprise, but in any event, when you say this is the new rule and you insist that we follow this rule, you don't have to be mean and ugly and nasty. You just say, here's the new rule. This is how we're gonna do it and see how it goes. So remember, this is Barbara Russell saying, the key thing is you need to train people how you want to be treated, because you will only put up with what you allow. So that is really key. So when you're around those people who just seem to talk, it's all about them, remember that you can train them how to treat you. Excuse me, once in every conversation, you've got to ask about me, and you're going to be training them just like you're training that puppy. All right. So here's that new tip. I would love to hear from you if you tried it and it worked, because we're training people how to treat us. This is Barbara Russell saying, until next time, use that tip.